I'm Sergeant Mike Fort with the Ludington Police Department. I worked on the car ferry from 2000 to 2003, or through that sailing season I was a patrolman. Right now I'm a road sergeant, but in the summer I then transitioned into the primary boat operator for Ludington's fire rescue boat. Well, I grew up in Ludington, so part of that was that. As I got older, I got more curious about the water and the operations of stuff on the water, and I had a military background, and it just kind of seemed like a good way to spend the summer and to be a part of the town. Time management, I think, was a good skill. One of my duties was to make a half-hour lap of the boat every half hour, so it was very important that I kept that time, kept on a schedule, was able to, getting on the boat in time, that was definitely part of it. But that responsibility of making sure things were where they were supposed to be, when they were supposed to be there. Well, it definitely got me reinterested in the water. Growing up in Ludington, you kind of get that laissez-faire, I guess, of whether or not the water's there. But then when you're actually out there working on it, you get to have a more appreciation of it. And when I came back to work in Ludington, having that knowledge of what the lake can do and that respect of what the lake can do, I think the car ferry gave that. I was out on the water during some pretty heavy seas sometimes, so it kind of wakes you up and you appreciate that more. And it just gave me a love for wanting to come out on the water and work on the water and do that kind of stuff. The history. My college education is actually in history, and so part of that project is I actually did a project on the car ferry, and so the history of it, the tie-in with the community, and how basically how essential it is for this community. It's not just here one day, gone tomorrow. It's been here for a very long time, and it seems to be continuing that. So that's the big thing, is the history. Well, and I've seen the change of that space down there from when the car ferries were active in the railroads versus how they are just active in automotive and passenger travel. So I've been able to see that transition, and it's just interesting to watch it evolve and to see where it came from and now where it's going. So I think it's a great idea. It's, if you're on the fence about it, it's something different. How often do you get on a boat and get to go across the lake, and hang out, and everywhere you look, you don't see anything, and it's just a unique experience. Especially with the people that we have on board, you have all kinds of opportunities to meet all kinds of different people from all walks of life. It's just a way of building those personal skills and being in contact with different people in part of your communities. It's neat. As I said, I worked in 2003, and that was the 50-year anniversary. So being able to be a part of it with this, it's kind of neat. It kind of ties everything together. I feel a little old, but that's a 20-year span there. But it's neat to see that, 20 years from now, hopefully she'll still be running. Big ship, more fun.